Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. For this video, we'll be going through a contents review of the high grade 1 to 144 Legend Gundam. And this is from Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Destiny, released by Bandai back in 2005. So, yet another Gundam Seed Destiny contents review. So the previous one was the Gunner Zaku Warrior Luna Mario Hawk custom. And for this video, we'll be going through the Legend. And I'm pretty sure I did a Instagram post about this like 2 years ago. So, not a great habit to be in, but 2 years ago I didn't have a video, so it's kind of better. Anyway, contents review. The box is flat packed and stored away, so we won't get to have a look at that. But the manual includes stickers, all the runners with all the parts still on them. We'll have a look to basically get an idea of what was in the box at some point in time. So here we have the front of the manual for the Legend Gundam. Top half is the Legend Gundam itself. Professionally painted, of course. Definitely with some of its callbacks to the Providence. And then at the bottom, unfortunately, all in Japanese, would be a blurb about the Legend. There's also some of the line art for the Legend from the front, as well as Rei as well, being its pilot. So that's the front. In terms of the inside, so we do have a nice front and rear shot of the Legend Gundam. Have some nice poses, as well as a breakdown of its armaments, which is a fair bit. Shielding, primary weapon, obviously the Dragoons, the Beam Sabers and everything. I'm sure they all have special names, but Japanese. We do have the color guide, which actually isn't too bad. It's only got so many colors. The breakdown of the Dragoons and some different shots of the Legend. So I would dare say it does feel like a decent upgrade off the Providence. And then other lineup kits from Seed Destiny. So we have a Gaia custom, I believe that was Andrew Warfield's, and the Strike Freedom Gundam. I was tempted to do, but as a contents review, but I have butchered some of the pieces from the, well, not butchered, used them elsewhere from the effect parts. So I don't know if I do a video for it. Probably be the one contents review that won't be 100% all the included runners, so I guess we'll see. In terms of parts list, A, B, C, and D with polycaps as well as stickers. So it'll be some good runners worth of parts. In terms of the build, body, head, main weapon. So I don't know why they do main weapon so early. Left and right arms, which is pretty much a traditional build. Then the feet with the legs, the waist, put the lower torso, well, lower body together, put the upper and lower body together, put the backpack together, which will be a decent sized backpack given that it's part of the Dragoon platform. Equip Dragoons, and then there will be some different steps on how to equip the shield, main weapon, as well as where it can be stored, the beam sabers, as well as switching them over into dual blade. Not that I recall the Legend doing it, but coincidentally enough, I have seen the remaster of, I think it's just the remaster of Seed, but it could be Seed and Seed Destiny, are now floating around on YouTube from Gundam Info, if you weren't aware. And then just a few more options about posability. I'm sure there's going to be a few more. There will be some effect parts which you can use to basically help simulate a recreation between the Strike Freedom and the Legend. Sadly, the Legend will not have a included base. Unfortunate, but it happens. So that was the manual. In terms of the sticker sheet, relatively small sticker sheet. Usual lenses. That white strip I suspect is either the neck or the weapon. I suspect it's probably the neck. So there will be some degree of colour correcting. But that's not too bad. Relatively small sticker sheet. In terms of the runners, we have a multicolour A runner, which I will do on this side. So we have the red, the dark blue, translucent red for the beam effects, and translucent light blue for your shield effect, and some of your, I guess, a thrust effect for the dragoons. So that's the A runner. Moving on to the B runner, which is all in the flat grey. Oddly enough, most of this is probably weapons. So, heap of dragoons. I can see the hilts for the beam saber, the main rifle, which is all in the one colour, so very different from what we saw on the manual. I do see bits of the head here, the backpack, more dragoons, so predominantly a weapons-based runner for the B runner. For the C runner, still in a nice grey like the B runner was, but now we're looking at the main item, well, the main parts to make up the Legend: arms, shoulders, legs, waist, torso, more arms, things like that. So that's the C runner. The D runner, which shrinks in size a little bit, probably helps if I have it the right side up. So you'll have a few joints in here and manipulators. I suspect these are probably part of the feet. It looks like you will get an action base adapter, which is cool. Just no action base, at least not the style of action bases that used to be included with a lot of these Seed Destiny kits and even Stargazer kits back in the day. That's the D runner. And lastly, a PC123 Polycap runner. And this is in a bit of a darker grey, bordering on black and charcoal in terms of colour. So definitely darker than the usual Polycap colouring. So that brings us to an end of the contents review of the Legend Gundam. Because I always forget, I'll have a product link to the Legend Gundam over at HobbyLink Japan. If this review by chance caught your fancy and you wanted to have a look, maybe do some price checking, things like that. I believe it is unfortunately in back order, as is 99% of Gunpla kits on account of many external factors that no one can really control at this point in time. But yes, if this review caught your fancy and you wanted to have a better look, there will be a link to the Legend Gundam at HobbyLink Japan. Thank you very much for watching this video. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. All of this does help support the channel, and I do greatly appreciate it. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram account, link below. Stay safe and take care, and I will catch you all in the next video. See ya.